Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here. This is your end of the week reading. It will apply whenever you see it or catch it, I guess. Energy is energy. But today, I got this one out a little later. Yesterday, and even today, I feel anxious. And it just, I haven't been sleeping very well, so I don't know about you all, but there's something definitely in the air, so to speak. So the mug I got. When I ask Spirit for the vibe and the energy, hi, I'm Holly, Psychic Medium Energy Reader, and I use cards as a tool to listen to the voice of Spirit for messages for the general collective. And this is a general reading. I keep saying the word general, but it is. It is not specific. So please, and this one I have a feeling is going to be a little heavier. So do not take it if it's not yours. Don't make it work to fit to be yours. Number one rule of psychic work, whether you're a reader or the client, the sitter, you don't want to work to make the information fit. It either fits or it doesn't. Period. The end. Okay? All right. So the vibe. Boss babe. I know you can't read it, but it's embossed in the mug. Boss babe. Now, male or female, it doesn't matter. But it is of critical importance, and this is what I'm hearing. These are the words I'm hearing. It is of critical importance that you step into your boss attitude. You're taking charge of your own life. You can't control what other people do. You can't control what other people say. However, you can control how you react to it, and you can control what you choose to do with your precious, and it is precious, time and energy. Yeah. Okay. So I feel like someone is getting ready to get a message or hear about something that could be disturbing at minimum, if this is your reading, and it may not be. If it isn't, please just say a prayer for those who are impacted. But I do feel like someone's going to get something that will feel as though it's not the best news, and I think it's about someone. So if that is the case, everybody has their own path, everyone has their own purpose, everyone has their own motivations. So you step into your boss energy. Okay, and what I'm hearing is there are too many people who rely on you to keep it together. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to. That doesn't mean that you don't get to have your moment where you just break down or isolate or cocoon or do whatever. Hopefully rest. But we are a collective of people, but on individual paths, if that makes sense. So what other people choose to do that could impact his or her life is entirely up to that individual. Okay? All right. And it could, in fact, lead to a much better outcome in the end than you expect. I know this is all very cryptic, and that's kind of just the way spirit work is. It's almost like they want to give you a heads up without telling you everything, because that could impact the way you react to something. All right, we're going to go to the Pulp Tarot. All right, Mother and Father God, Spirit guides and guardians, beloved elementals, protectorate, protectors of all, in all ways, and all directions of time, please come into this space. All right, they want me to take, when I was shuffling, these just came out on top. They want me to take that. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. No, they want that one upside down. Okay. All right. One more. Yeah. All right. Okay. Now we're good. I don't even have to shuffle anymore. All right. This is interesting, and I feel like it goes along with that energetic current. All right. And let me get my glasses. All right. So even though something may feel like a difficulty at first, it will end up being a positive for all involved, I do believe. Okay. So you just remember who you are, and you remember your power, you remember, and I'm hearing the word grace. So grace under fire, grace under pressure. You are doing the right thing. And that's important also for someone to hear. So someone may try to guilt trip you either directly or indirectly, try to put a huge guilt trip on you. It's not yours to carry. That's the message. All right. This is interesting. I'm kind of curious now. All right. So we have Knight of Pentacles. Every time I use this deck, not every time, but I would say 8 to 9 out of 10 times, I seem to get this card with the reading. And this is a knight. It is not a king. This is a king who wants to pretend like being a king, but is really a knight with really unhealthy habits. Then we have the Ten of Cups. And I'm just hearing liar, liar, pants on fire. So I don't know what that means yet. We'll see. But then we have the Nine of Cups. Not Nine of Cups. The Nine of Wands. So the Knight of Pentacles may have been espousing things that were not true. This, I feel like, is this the collective or is this the Knight? All of a sudden, this is the collective. If this is your reading, this is you, not the Knight of Pentacles. This feels like someone who had to put their guard up. Someone who had to step up into boss energy. And I get that, and I get the message that you are not afraid of a fight. You are not afraid of a fight. You will take it on. You don't want to. You don't want to have to. You had to do too much of that. But, woo! Yeah. You will take it on. There's time. I'm hearing the phrase, there'll be time to cry about it later if you want to, but right now you got to get it taken care of. So that's what you're going to do. This person would have to be a true king or even emperor to be able to take that on. And this person is not equipped. Lies and deceit. You are girding up and getting ready. This is the one that came out and I heard take it in reverse. So normally I don't, but that means we need to double down on the reverse of this card. So the Page of Pentacles. I thought that was that's the Knight of Pentacles. All right, so the Page of Pentacles. All flash. Because I love the outfit she's wearing in this. I love it. But someone is all flash, no substance. And here you are, all battered and banged up, still ready to fight the good fight, because you can. You got to respect that. And this person is all of a sudden starting to feel just how shallow and empty everything in that person's life might be. All right, King of Cups. This is upright. This is a whole different person. So you are putting up the good fight because this is who, I feel like it's a person or situation. Now, this is situational. This could be that you are moving from, I feel like it's either work or romance. Possibly friendship. But if it's work, that means you have been doing the work of 3 or 4 people without getting the financial reward or the accolades that go along with the work you've been doing. It'd be like if somebody stole your idea and ran with it and they got all the praise and the money from it. And that just sucks. So if it's romance, it means somebody was just feeding you a line, never had any intention of following through on any of it because they don't have the depth for it. And I feel like there may have been an ulterior motivation. Someone may have had an ulterior motivation, but this person, the only motivation they have, he or she has, or the business, is one of purity of spirit, purity of energy. So you may be, okay, well, I know of someone who is thinking about going out and doing freelance work, and that feels good. If it's a business related thing, it would be successful because at that point, you are your own boss. Now, if this is relationships, it's someone who you could trust. I'm hearing the word trust. Okay. So trust is real. You are so used to second guessing yourself any longer. You don't even know entirely if you are being in your boss energy. You know what? You keep making decisions for your life and it gets easier and easier. All right. Oh gosh, I'm hot. I'm sorry. I gotta take this off. I have a t-shirt on. I am just blazing hot today. Okay. I wasn't a minute ago. All right, now. Nine of Swords. I have a feeling companies, friendships, businesses of the past, relationships of the past, they know they are about to lose it all. They know what they've done. They know how, and you probably will never get any. It would be shocking if you had some sort of, even if you did get someone who told the truth about whatever the situation is in business or friendship or romance, I have a feeling you wouldn't even know whether to believe it or not. So they know. The other person, group, situation, business people, whatever it is, they know that you know. The jig is up, so to speak. The Hanged Man. You are creating a tower for that person inadvertently. Actually, they've created it for themselves. You're just sitting back and being you. You've had a tower for a really long time. So you are now starting to see yourself differently. And interestingly, so is either the situation, business, corporation, friendships, romance, whatever it is. They are starting to see you differently. They thought you were going to be easy prey, and you're not. Because you're willing to take it up and fight it. All right. The Nine of Pentacles, but this time in reverse. And I clearly heard take this in reverse. So again, we got to double down on the negativity aspect of this card. So someone thought they were going to gut you and take yours, take whatever little bit you got. And that's just not cool. If it's a business, it's the same thing as working you like a sled dog and then not feeding you. That's just wrong. And then friendships, taking advantage, not being not having any kind of reciprocity with the friendship. If it's romance, again, this person just felt like they had I just get sticky fingers. That's what I'm hearing, and that's what I'm saying, sticky fingers. So it's not that I feel it, I know that's what I'm getting. So someone had sticky fingers. So whatever prosperity you were bringing in, they were quick to go through it now. And almost intentionally. It feels like it could have been intentional. So now this is going to, in your situation, it's going to reverse. And if you haven't already started feeling that, then you will soon. But stay true to your feelings and emotions. Then we have the Ten of Swords. But this time, this one is in reverse as well. So they are going through a Nine of Swords because they know the jig is up and it's about over. There's no coming back from this. You have the Ten of Swords in reverse. So that means you're just beginning to live. You are just beginning to enjoy the fruits of your labor. You are just beginning to understand how much you do, how much you offer, whether it's business, friendships, community, and not as much community, but or romance. Okay? So business, friendships, or romance. Three things. Three different areas that I feel like it's going to, and some of those could overlap a little bit. Well, I'll be darned. How you like that? Okay. I told you this one was going to be a little bit heavier. Open it up in the middle. Queen of Pentacles. Oh yeah, you're stepping into yours. You are stepping into your light. You are stepping into your own truth, justice, wisdom, beauty, prosperity, everything. Don't feel like it's your responsibility to take care of everyone else. Regardless of what news you get, people bring on their own stuff. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. They're reminding me of the phrase I use all the time and have for years. People's lives will bear out their truth. And that might be what I call this. So, yeah. All right, and the energy has broken and it's lifted, and I feel lighter now. Someone needed to hear that. So now it feels even a little bit more, the air around me feels more positive. So, yeah. All right, Sweet Blossom Lenema. Let's see what else we've got. So now we know what you've come from, what you fought, what you might still feel like you're fighting, even though it's over. That reverse Ten of Swords is wonderful for you. All right. And this one stuck to my fingers. Tree. So you are developing and deciding in the light of that big, beautiful moon what you want, what you really want, and where you choose to be. It feels, because there are pink leaves on that tree, so it could be, I feel like that is a season card. And it's card 5, which has changed. What would 5 months from now be? Let's see. What is this? We're getting ready to, let's say October, November, December, January, February. Okay. Yeah, so I feel like in February, which would be close to, in this hemisphere, spring starting. So reverse that how you need it to be, because it looks like it could be either spring or winter. February. The end of February, beginning of March. Yeah. That last week of February, first week of March. If this is your reading, that is when you're going to decide what your change is. Because I hear big change. And that will dictate what the big change will be, and when. And where. And how. And in what way. In what area of life. Could you help me to understand for the collective? All right. So there is loyalty with the dog, the scythe, quick and swift end. So maybe your loyalties, you're finally taking care of yourself. I'm sorry, my voice is cracking. You're finally taking care of yourself. Yeah. This is card 18. Add it together, it's a 9, end of a cycle. And this is card 10, which is a 1, the beginning of a new cycle. So you are learning to trust yourself, trust your connection to spirit, trust what you know about your life and what you want. And you are about ready to embark on a whole new adventure. Not venture, but adventure. Because the past will be fully, and the past is already severed, so I feel like you're going to understand it in a new way, and you're going to be ready to make the big changes that I kept hearing, the big changes that are necessary. Yeah. All right, so then we have literally card 1 and Rider. And when I look down at the table, it appears as though this rider is riding away from the rest of the cards. So, and from that scythe. So, new beginning by closing out chapters, and a new beginning by riding into your future. One on top. Yeah. Card 4, a house. I feel like that is the seat of your soul. I'm hearing seat of the soul. So that is where you feel most comfortable within yourself and making decisions for yourself. And then when I was shuffling just now, and I turned the deck over so I could see what they were and put them on the table. Sun card, best card in the deck. So you are about ready to come into your own. You are about ready. The more decisions you make, the more in control of your life you feel. And it is not, and I want everyone to hear this, it is not your responsibility to take care of others. Even if it's family members. If they are adults, sometimes the greatest lesson we can give someone is by not bailing them out. As hard as that is. And if it is a work situation, get what you deserve. Those of us who are older in particular, and younger people too, but particularly the old ones, we stay far too long in situations out of a sense of dedication we're supposed to and loyalty. And we were always seen as failures if we didn't, bleed from a vein or become a martyr for whatever. That day has gone. That day is gone, gone, gone. You don't have to stay for people who don't respect you. So why? Why do it? Oh, and what is that phrase? Because they're showing me the images of pearls and pigs. So don't cast pearls before swine. Although pigs are really smart. I like little pigs. I think they're the cutest things ever. But still, don't cast your light and give of your life force and energy to those who just want to use it and abuse it. Okay. Who are gluttonous and lecherous. That's what I'm hearing. That's an interesting combination. All right. Let's see. Anything else? Anything else? Yes. I'm a little surprised by this. The Tarot of the Golden Wheel. All right. So what do we have with this one? Is this the final message for the reading? Yes. What is the message you have for the collective, Mother and Father God, Spirit guides and guardians? And then, come into this space. Protect these proceedings. Creator of all things, the all that is. What is the message you have? One more time. What is the message that you have for the collective today? And you know what? I know there's still stuff to do to get ready for the weekend or your life or what you got to do or commitments or whatever. If you don't get to all of it, it's okay. Make sure you carve out time for something good for yourself. All right, what is the message for the collective? What is the message for the collective? What is the message for the collective at the time they are seeing this? I'll just say today. I'm going to get ready and upload this because this one's getting out a little bit later. What is the message for the collective? This one was sticking out from the side. Ace of Wheels. So the Ace of Pentacles. Again, we just had that one. Prosperity, groundedness, rootedness. The face of the sun is in that wheel. Ace of Cups. We've got two aces here. We've had a lot of aces. New beginnings. The koi fish swirling around this chalice. Watery, loving emotions. Now, if your emotions, if you feel like you're drowning in sorrow, find a way to get out of that. Get control of it. Just tell it to go away. It may not be yours. Strength. This time, instead of a lion, it's a bear. Bears are, for me, symbolic of, they're healing animals, medicine animals. Hold on, I just don't even know what I was looking at there. There we go. There we go. That's clear. And on top, yeah. All right, so you are coming into your own healing. You don't feel like you have to fight so hard. Look at that. The Empress. Because you are the Empress. You are the epitome of earth energy, grounding, stability, in conjunction with the King of Swords. So you are both, and I feel like this is all about you. It's you coming into your own awareness of just how strong you are. You have the healing, the nurturing abilities of all of the earth behind you. You have groundedness. You have love, loving energy for yourself and others without draining yourself. You have strength. You have healing medicine within you and within your hands. I'm hearing something about your hands are very healing. And the King of Swords, the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine, we both contain those two parts of ourselves. You are also very intelligent and intuitive. Okay. So you are coming into being the person you always knew you could be, when you stop trying to shortcut the lessons for other people, but you let them experience it and you just take care of your own, when you cut those karmic cycles and when you stop trying to fix everyone else, focus that energy on yourself, your light and energy will ripple out and radiate and be the healing that other people crave, and they may not even know you're doing it. They will not even be aware that you're doing it. So it's not in that situation, for people to look at you and say, oh, you're this, you're that, because then people just want to take it. It is for you to let your light surround you, to protect you, your guardians, your guides, your spirit teams to surround you, and you just being you, basking in the light of the sun. That's the ripple that happens. And when you start that energy flow outwards, you don't even know who it's touching. You don't even know who's experiencing healing from it. And you don't have to, because at that point, it doesn't cost anything for you. And it will help other people to learn how to live in their truth, instead of trying to just pull what doesn't belong to them. If you want to do an energy retrieval, please do that. Do it with intention and do it with full awareness that you are doing something huge and healing. And if you're not sure how to do that, I made a 6-minute video. It is embedded in the community section on the homepage under community comments, I guess. Or you could just go to the search box in YouTube and type in Holly Speaks to Spirit Energy Retrieval, and you should find it. I'm standing up and have long sleeve purple shirt on. All right, that's going to be it for today. I'll see if I can get a little nature short put together, because you know I love those. Anyway, be well, take care. You have a perfect soul, and it's important that you remember that and that you step into your boss attitude. That doesn't mean the bad boss. That means the magnanimous, generous. You are so connected to spirit that other people, just in the course of being around you, start to heal without depleting you. Ooh, what a concept. All right, everyone. I'm sending you love and gratitude. Thank you so much. Be well and take care, and we will talk soon.